Hello and welcome to today's video. It is unboxing time. I can't remember how long ago it is that I shared an unboxing with you, but for me it's actually been quite a while since I have done an unboxing, so I am rather excited. So today we have a load from Scifier, both new and used, and we have some random volumes I picked up on Blackwell's because they were a decent price. They were on sale, discounted and beautiful. We have a mix of boxes and envelopes. Probably going to go through the envelopes first. Do remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, but let's just get stuck in, see what we've got. We don't actually really need this for the envelopes. Don't know which ones of the envelopes are Scifier and which are Blackwell's without looking at the other side. I'm assuming it's Scifier. We have got, ooh, 2 bookmarks. We've got Oshinoko Volume 7. So yeah, there should be a pile of new releases in here, hopefully, and this is one of them. I read 5 and 6 back to back, and I really enjoyed reading them back to back, so I do really want to try and read this sooner-ish while I've still got like the story in mind. I've been enjoying the play arc that's currently going on. Oh, this one's kind of heavy. Oh, it is First Night with the Duke Volume 4. This was from Blackwell's. It was randomly discounted, I want to say. For some reason, Scifier haven't got past Volume 3 of this on their site, so I've been having to try and look for it on other places. Volume 5 is also out, but that wasn't discounted on Blackwell, so I haven't grabbed that. I have no idea how the releases for this series are working, because I feel like 4 and 5 came out, 1, 2, 3 I think came out like at the same time, and 4 and 5 came out at the same time. I think there's going to be like 6. I think I saw up to 7. I think I saw up to 7 on Blackwell's. Don't know how they're going to release. I have really enjoyed, I was going to say I loved and enjoyed all in one word. I've really loved and enjoyed volumes 1 to 3 of this. I was really looking forward to getting more. It is Net Comics, and I feel like it RRP's a little higher than a lot of like other manhwa series tend to. Maybe similar to like 7C's prices actually. I'm looking forward to jumping into another volume. What is this one gonna be? Scifier, more bookmarks. So What's Wrong with Getting Reborn as a Goblin, Volume 6. I picked this up and I realised I don't think I actually have Volume 5. I think I've made a mistake, so I need to try and get a gap filled for this one. Isekai that I still not started. Forgive me. I think this is the last single envelope. Then we've got a couple of like chunky Blackwell's ones, and then we're on to the Scifier boxes. Oh no, this is Scifier too. We have Handyman Saito in Another World, Volume 5. I think this is another one where I jumped the gun and accidentally caused myself to have a gap in this series, unfortunately. So I'm hoping I'll do an order towards the end of the year and do like another bunch of like just trying to fill in gaps of series. Especially there's a load of Viz stuff that's had reprints recently, like Ranma and a Half and something else. A whole load, and I list one. But I want to try and fill up a load of gaps. It's kind of a goal if I can. So I need to remember ones like these. Let's do the slightly smaller Blackwell's one first. We have, oh, it's 1 volume. It is Les Mis' 3rd omnibus. I have the first one. I think that's it. I want to say it's complete of 4 or 5 omnis. I have like a strange relationship with Les Mis. I have no idea if this is common or not, but I personally am not like a massive fan of the story. Not necessarily really because I think it's bad. I just think it's very long. And so much of it is done in song, and I just don't follow what's happening when everything's done in song because I don't know what they're saying. But I really, really, really love some of the songs, like One Day More and Do You Hear the People Sing. I really do love them, and I will sing along with them, but I don't really understand what's happening, which is, I understand like I could just listen to the lyrics more, and I get the vague gist. I know it's French Revolution and all that, and he stole a loaf of bread and all that. And I have seen it in multiple formats. I've not just seen like the Hollywood movie. I've seen that. I've seen it on stage, I want to say twice now, in different places. I just don't think, I'm a bit odd with musicals, I think. But I really would actually like to try and see more, just I need to decide which ones, I guess. Oh, this one's like taped up over the thing, so where's my cutter? It's in my pocket. That went appallingly, let's just rip it. Okay, on top we have Aeneid Volume 3, the hardcover mature version. For some reason this was discounted on Blackwell's to like a tenner or 12 or something, which is like half price. So yeah, I jumped on it. I'd been holding off because it is pricier because it's a big chunky colour hardcover, of course it is. So yeah, I was really happy to find it for that. I say I found it for that. Someone posted a link in the Do That Discord server, which is where I find half my deals nowadays. Next I have volumes 2 and 5 of I Cannot Reach You. These are to fill gaps, so I have a clear run I think to volume 6 now. Volumes 19 and 28 of Black Butler. Just another couple of volumes I needed and they were discounted. I only really buy from Blackwell's if it's randomly discounted. Usually it has to be like half price-ish for me to consider it, which I think all of these were. And Delinquent Daddy and Tender Teacher Volume 4, which was quite nicely discounted a lot. Next we have the Scifier parcels. Now one of these 3 has used in, no idea which one. We're going to just find out, I guess. Where'd I put the cutter? It's in my pocket still. Let's just do this one because it's on top and closest. So I believe in regards to used, I think I saw someone from Scifier say that they have now added another supplier for used books and manga and all that jazz. But what it does mean now is, so previously all the used stock they had was kept on hand in the warehouse, so if you did a secondhand order it would ship next day. But because of this new supplier, and I don't believe it's kept on site, I think it's like ordered in, I guess. You order it secondhand and then they go and tell the place. So it is kind of on demand again, just like with new. So used doesn't necessarily mean it'll ship next day anymore, which I don't mind too much because, I mean, I have the biggest patience known to man because I have so much to read anyway. So much cardboard. But it just means that there is now a bigger selection of used stock compared to before. And I think looking at this is going to be my used parcel. As you might be able to see, I kind of went for a lot of one series, so I might just open it all together. So I'll show you everything that isn't from that series first. We have got Love and Lies Volume 12, the Lilina ending. A series that has 2 volume 12s with 2 different endings. Slightly annoyed me that it kept the same numbering because of my lovely spreadsheet. I believe this is the only one I needed to complete the series though. I have the other ending. I am really excited about series with multiple endings. Like the way that We Never Learned did it, I absolutely really liked that, and I was hoping to find more series that did the same thing. It slightly looks like this one does. And we have Shugi Yugi Mysterious Play 14, the single. This was like 80p or something crazy cheap. This was a very cheap volume. I have like slowly picked up volumes of this series over the last few years. I still only have like 10 of them. I'm missing quite a few, but they do pop up every now and again for ridiculously cheap prices, so I'm gonna just sort of hold off and grab them that way. Certain Magical Index Volume 18, another series that I get a volume like every year or every 2 years at this rate, just waiting to see them cheap enough. I don't really see this around anymore, so I'm a little worried I've held off too long and it's starting to go down that out of print kind of route. Like, I do see it about, but never like a good run of it. It's really random volumes and they're not usually discounted when I do see them. No matter what you say, Fury-chan is scary, my apologies. Volume 3, this fills a gap in the series. I've gotten the rest of the volumes in the sale section, so I'm not expecting a huge amount from it. Puellimagi Madoka Magica Hamura's Revenge Volume 1. How many series are there in the Puellimagi manga universe? There are so many. I've lost track. I have like 10, 12. I've lost track. I have a spreadsheet for tracking it for me. I'm so silly. I just really love collecting series that have loads of spin-offs like Sword Art Online and this. I just find it really fun. And they're usually pretty cheap because no one wants to collect them all because there's too many. So I've actually managed to accumulate a fair amount. I'm quite pleased with myself. And then as you can see, we got a big chunk of Yu-Gi-Oh! We have Millennium World Volume 1, and then we have Duelist 422, 19, 20, 16, 17, 18, and 21. There's probably some form of a run in there. I've just not ordered it. I have wanted to read Yu-Gi-Oh! For years and years and years and years and years and years. Unfortunately, mostly the singles are out of print. It is the Omnis, and then the Omnis went out of print. I think they have had a reprint recently-ish, but I had slightly already tried to commit to picking up the singles, so I'm still going to try and do that if I can. I know there's like 3 series. There's like just Yu-Gi-Oh!, Millennium World, and Duelist, and I'm just going to see how I do. See if I can just find them here or there. These are actually remarkably good condition. The spines look great. I'm really impressed, actually. So that was the second-hand box. I believe we are just on to new now. I placed 3 orders like over like 2-3 weeks. It took ages for the first one to come out. I think there was just a volume holding it up. I don't know which one it was. And then I did like smaller orders with like new releases and stuff in the daily deals. And then they all just seemed to arrive within like a 2-day period. So this is, I think, so it's currently mid-September, and I think these orders date back to like the last week in August, I want to say. We're just going to start with the one on top, which is Diddy. I was like, why are my boxes so small? And then I remembered that, yeah, I've been trying to do smaller, more frequent orders because I find that more fun to stay on top of new releases as they start to come out. I don't mind too much with the shipping though, even if I have to pay $1.99 each time, because as Ben does keep pointing out, it is still cheaper for me to place like 4 or 5 orders a month than it is to pay to drive in. Scifier labeling. Though I swear, I don't know what it is with some of the Scifier boxes. I don't understand how they're just such strange boxes. Oh, so we might only have one big bubble wrap thing. I'll see if I can, actually I'll just rip it. I won't cut it, I'll just rip it. What did I order that's like that big? Pull out all the bookmarks and such. What's this? Oh, Under the Oak Tree Volume 1. I did get a little confused at first buying off Scifier because there are 2 listings for this. I believe we established that one of them is the American printing and one of them is the European printing. Inklaw seems to have 2 printings because it was the same with Level Yamandakun. Nice. This is a bit bigger than I expected. I don't feel like I looked around that much to see how big it is, but this is rather big. This is like Lore Olympus size, if anyone has or seen the Lore Olympus books. That's by Inklaw too, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Oh my gosh. Because of this size, I might store it with my Lore Olympus instead of putting it on the manga shelves, because this is just like, it's just a bit big. I am really excited because lots of people say loads of great things about this. Everyone loves it. Everyone was so hyped when it got a print. So I will absolutely be reading this as soon as I can. But that is a nice chunky volume. £24. That's like the price of, I feel, a manhwa from 7 Seas, and they're not hardcover. This is hardcover. And bigger. What else have we got in here? We have World After the Fall Volume 7. This now makes me up to date with the series. Trying to stay up to date with all my Eyes Press series, and I think there might be another volume in here that now has me up to date with like all their releases. Then we have Perfect Buddy Volume 1, a new BL release manhwa from 7 Seas. Yep, boys love 7 Seas. Again with the flower on the back. I wish it was on the spine. I have seen people in the Discord talk about this, so I'm really excited to get into it. I've enjoyed a lot of the BL manhwa that 7 Seas have brought out so far, so I was like really hyped to see another one. I do realise I think I might have bought a Faku, so I should probably be a little careful. Next we have The Strange House Volume 1. I saw someone talk about it on Instagram and show off it had floor plans, and I got ridiculously excited and was like, right, I need to go and find this volume. What I noticed was this volume wasn't in the manga section on Scifier. It was still in comics and graphic novels, which is why I think it had been out a little bit, but I missed it the last couple of orders. I am really hyped. I adore floor plans a lot. I love maps, all that kind of jazz, so excited to go into this one. Even if it's a little spooky, I don't mind because floor plans. How to Build a Dungeon, Book of the Demon King, Volume 8. This series was my first foray into smut in manga. Volume 1 I had delivered to my workplace because this was pre-COVID. Did not realise that you could get smut in manga. Opened it up in the middle of the office and everyone laughed and took the piss out of me. Yeah. This is not a good series though. I am 100% not recommending this in the slightest. It is awful. I just have some really weird, messed up nostalgia regarding it. It releases a volume like every 2 to 3 years. I want to say the last volume was 2021. I was genuinely really surprised to see it listed. I was like, I just completely forgot this series existed. It's just been that long. I assume it must be ending soon. I hope it's ending soon. It needs to end. Give me my closure. Oh, we actually kind of have two. We have two steamships. We have Revenge Mrs. Wrong Volume 3. An atrocious series, do not enjoy it all. I think it is garbage. So here's volume 3. And then a new steamship title, Loved by Two Fiancés, volume 1. This one is at least plastic wrapped. That one I've just realized was not plastic wrapped. I am just hoping for some good old smart steamship I either adore or I get really mad at, as you've just seen. So which way is this gonna go? We have Apothecary Diaries volume 12, very behind on Apothecary Diaries. It is currently sane in September in the Dudette Discord server. And Apothecary Diaries was a series that I very much did intend, and I'm still slightly intending to try and read this month if I can. Next I have Yakuza Fiancé Volume 8, staying up to date. These volumes are gorgeous. Actually, another seinen series that I am going to try and catch up with this month if I can, but we're already approaching towards the end of the month, and I'm not sure now. I'm usually a bit crap with doing the themed months in the server normally. I try my best and I usually fail atrociously. At 2500 in Akasaka. Trying to not knock the camera stand. At 2500 in Akasaka, volume 1. I believe it's BL. It does say BL because it's got the flower on the back. Thank you, 7Cs. Just put it on the spine. Plastic wrapped, so I have high hopes. Mr. Villain's Day Off Volume 5. I had slightly put off picking the volume up because of the price, but I bit the bullet because look at that purple and it's got pandas on it, and I was weak, okay? I was weak. Killer Shark in Another World Volume 1. It looks terrible. I can't wait. A little chunkier than I expected though. Kusunoki's Flunking Her High School Glow Up Volume 1. A new release from Kodansha. I assume some form of like light-hearted high school slice of life, maybe with some romance. We'll see. I get very mixed like feelings on these. I either really love them or I find them really boring. Not often there are many that I don't like. It's usually love them or boring. Oh, another really long title. Kurokiya-san Wants to Lead Him Around by the Nose, Volume 1. Sounded really weird, so I grabbed it. My One Piece books though. That was something I was as pleasantly surprised when putting in my spreadsheet. One Piece books. Last Quarter Volume 1 by the same person who did Nana. This was a bit of a pricier volume. It is a bigger volume. It is like larger viz size and it's quite thick. I'm still surprised at how much it was for that though, because it's $18.99, which is like JoJo prices. Is it JoJo prices? Or are they now like 20? They might be like 20, but still, it's not hardcover and it's not as thick. Just it felt like I don't know what I was expecting, but I was a bit nervous about picking it up initially, but I grabbed it anyway. Someone's Girlfriend Volume 1. New series. I love grabbing Volume 1s. I think this parcel was a lot of Volume 1s, wasn't it? Or maybe there wasn't a Faku in here. Maybe I was imagining it. We have got another steamship. Before you discard me, I shall have my way with you. Volume 2. There's been a lot of controversy around this series, and it slightly confused me, I'll be slightly honest. Not necessarily because actions in it are okay. I think they're not okay. But I've not seen the same criticisms of other steamship titles where the same thing happens, but the genders are reversed. Feels like the main difference I see. And I find it kind of interesting seeing I personally have seen more discourse about the woman performing bad actions to the man, but I don't see as much when it's the other way. Around when the man's doing it to the woman, or at least, again, personal experience perusing on social medias. Maybe I've just missed it, but that was like, oh, okay. Strange. So we have 2 boxes left. Which do we do next? Okay, so you won't notice a difference, but I had to take a short break whilst recording of a couple days. I didn't touch my setup at all. We still have these 2 boxes to open, so let's just jump back in. I've been kind of waiting and excited to get into these. Let us do this one because it is facing upwards. Let's see what's inside. Mix of packaging, which is kind of nice to see. Paper and bubble wrap. Oh, I like that they did that with the bookmarks, that they put them in a little rubber band. So otherwise they just end up everywhere. So I don't remember a huge amount of what I ordered in the other parcels. I vaguely remember the first one we did, because that was more recent. Some of these, as I think I said, are from a little bit ago now. Oh, so on top we have got volumes 29 and 30 of Seraph of the End. I think in this parcel I actually grabbed a chunk of Viz, I want to say. So I think this was me catching back up with this series. I think one of them was a really good price. It might have been in daily deals or something. It might have been volume 30 was in daily deals, and I was like, well, I don't have 29, so let's get both 29 and 30. Another volume I believe was in the daily deals, Pandora Hearts volume 20. It did seem like the singles got a reprint at some point, because they do seem to be popping up here and there. Unfortunately, a lot of them are still like really close to retail prices, but so I'm just like biding my time for singles at a decent price. I have like 8 volumes now. So Sasuke and Miena volume 3. This was one I needed to fill a gap, and I have picked up a few more volumes since when I went shopping in person. We are doing a read along of this series in the Dude at Discord server at the start of October, which is probably way past by the time you see this video. So I definitely needed to try and fill a gap so I could do a clear run. Next we have Bond of Dreams, Bond of Love volume 1 and 2. Yuna has come to rub herself on the BL. I managed to pick up 3 and 4 in I think in Forbidden Planet Leeds in the sale section, and then I saw they had 1 and 2 on the site, and it's complete at 4 volumes, so I was like, excellent, let's nab them, so at least I don't have a gap, I have a clear run, which will be nice. I think she just wants some pets. Maybe. So Cute It Hurts volume 6. This was one to fill a gap. There might be another volume in this box, I can't quite remember. This is a Shoujo Beat series that has just been a bit weird to pick up. I've been picking it up. Are you trying to get in? Do you want to get in the box? Oh, I can see another one now that I've pulled that out. Seeing if Yuna wants to climb in. You climbing in? I keep picking them up second hand. I'm only missing one or two. I might have managed to complete it with this haul though. I'll have to check my spreadsheet though. But still only paying 3 for 2 prices or cheaper on these. I didn't like splurge to be able to complete it. Do not eat that. My Dearest Patrolman volume 1, a new Sublime series, seems to have gone down well in the Dude at Discord server, so I nabbed it as soon as the price dropped to like 3 for 2 prices. I got Cheat Skill in Another World and became unraveled in the Real World 2 volume 5, a isekai where you can go between the real world and this other world. I quite enjoy it. It's not well written though. It's it's a really weird premise. It's average, I would say, but I enjoy it still. One Piece 106, really hyped about this. It took me ages to pick up and read 105. In fact, it was less than a month ago. So I am really, really hyped for this, and I am so excited that we now have a new arc on the spine, because I feel like we should have gotten more. I feel like a lot of the arcs on the spines didn't break down enough, in my opinion, from Marineford onwards. We kind of went to New World and we were on New World for ages. I feel it should have been split up a bit. So I'm really excited it's changed, because I love that they put the arcs on the spines. It's like one of my favourite things about One Piece volumes in English. I have no idea if it does it in other languages though, to be fair. Stop eating the bubble wrap! I want to become a receptionist in this Magical World volume 4. This is not New Sky, it's just a fantasy. It's kind of like a fun, overpowered, slight romance-ish. It's another I would say is fairly average, but I do enjoy it. Temon's B-Side Volume 4. It is a idol romance, and I've been enjoying that trope recently. I don't really get it, I don't understand idols, but I apparently really enjoy the romances. Moriarty 16. I had not realised I had fallen behind on this series, and another one had come out. It might have been a while. I so desperately want to catch up to date with reading this. I just keep forgetting that I need to and I want to, and I get distracted and read other things. Case Closed Volume 91. I am still going. I'm still collecting. I'll get there one day. Though I've read a couple of mystery, like, detective series recently, and I've really enjoyed them, so I am like just so excited to eventually get to this. In the Name of the Mermaid Princess Volume 3. I actually found out that this isn't a very long series, so I can't decide if I want to just wait till the whole thing releases and then read the rest of it together. I might do that, tempted. So I have 2 and 3 to read now. I don't know yet. Witch in the Micro Room Volume 3. A delightfully pleasant, light-hearted slice of life with not a lot happening. If you are a fan of cute girl cast, like laid-back camp, I've been killing the slimes, Bocce the Rock, you might be into this kind of thing, but it's not like not a huge amount happens. Let's pull out some more bubble wrap. Yuna is watching me, you cannot eat it. So on top we have Blue Period Volume 14. I think we've had a big gap between volumes 13 and 14. I swear I've not had a new volume of Blue Period in ages. The covers are always really beautiful to look at. Now we have Past the Monster Meet Milady Volume 3. This was to fill a gap because I accidentally bought Volumes 4 and 5, not realising I didn't have Volume 3. Enjoy the series a lot. I think it's nice. A nice romance between like people who aren't very much accepted by the rest of society manage to find each other, and it's lovely. Yuna's going weird with boxes over there. And then we have Friday at the Atelier Volume 2. Yen Press sent me Volume 1. I wasn't sure on it. I didn't dislike it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I felt reading it. It is a bit odd. It's kind of a romance, I guess. But it's just a bit odd. But also kind of nice, I guess. I don't know. Oh, there's some down that side too. We'll do this one first. So on top we have The Tiger Won't Eat the Dragon Yet, Volume 2, Volume 1 again, sent to me by Yen Press a bit ago. Yuna. I was not sure I enjoyed this. It was a bit odd, I guess. It was very odd, to be honest. Not sure. So here's Volume 2. It's just weird. Daughter of the Emperor, Volume 8, keeping up to date with my Yen Press manhwa. I had fallen a little bit behind on this one, so there might be another volume of this in this box. I'm not like crazy for the series. I would say if you want something like this, I'd recommend Who Made Me a Princess over this one. The spines have gone back to beige. Why have the spines gone back to beige? Illustrated Guide to Monster Girls Volume 4, and it is chunky! This is like the width of 2 volumes in this series. It's quite nice. I'm fairly sure it's the same RRP. That is remarkably nice. It is also complete at 4 volumes. This is the final volume. I assume that's why it's quite chunky. Maybe they decided that doing a 4 and a 5 was like, there wasn't enough to do in a 4 and a 5, so they just shoved it all into a 4. With October on the way, it is going to be a perfect read for that. I believe I read Volume 1 October last year, so I have a bunch to read for this year. Now to do this one. Yep, Volume 11 of So Cute It Hurts. I do think that now makes me up to date complete. I think that is now a complete Shoujo Beat series, which is actually really exciting, just seeing all these reprints come out. Blue Lock Volume 13. I am a few volumes behind on this, and I'm sad because I really do enjoy it. I'm not a football fan, but I am a Blue Lock fan. Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun Volume 9. Have been loving this series. I did not realise though how many volumes this series is on. It was on like, was it like 40 something I saw? Or 20 something or 40 something? It's a lot of volumes. But with how much I've enjoyed it so much so far, I'm not too opposed to that. As long as it maintains that sort of comedy amusement that I'm having with it, I'm good. Ancient Mage's Bride Volume 18. This, I believe, was in the daily deals. I have loads of gaps in this series. I am very behind. I am missing like 10 volumes to be up to date, I want to say. Maybe not 10, that's maybe a bit dramatic, but a good number, especially earlier on. I loved what I read earlier on as well. I don't really know why I've not tried to pick up the rest of the volumes. I think because I started to find them in sale sections and secondhand, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just wait and get the rest. Sometimes it's like a mentality I end up having. As soon as I start getting some really discounted, it's hard to go back to picking up that series even in a 3 for 2. Oh, Witch Life in a Micro Room Volume 2. Now, I'm not sure if I actually already have this volume and I made a mistake with my spreadsheet, as in that I didn't read it. If that is the case, it will be added to my giveaway stack. Dead Mount Deathplay Volume 4. I'm a little confused because I thought I bought this second hand. I thought this was a used copy and it's still plastic wrapped. Almost this entire series I've been bought. Actually, this entire series I have bought in sale sections or secondhand. I bought a load at the Travel Man Warehouse sale, and I've gotten some secondhand. I'm missing like 2 volumes before I'll have a clear run. And Yuna is once again. Why are you so excited? Oh, what do you want, you cutie? Okay, pet time. Are you wanting the box? Oh, did she just flash her bum at you? I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do the rest of the volumes with Yuna. Try to not accidentally squash her. Oh no, she's out. Strike the Blood 22. This is the light novel. This I think was like £1.50. It was insanely cheap. And yeah, light novels for Ben. This is a series he is already collecting, so he can't be mad at me, at least. Oh, I was right. Daughter of the Emperor Volume 7, so that was 7 and 8. She does look a little bit more grown up on this cover. Not as grown up as I would like her to be by Volume 7, though. Monthly in the Garden with My Landlady, Volume 3. Apparently a really nice GL with adult characters that I just need to get to. I do think I have 1 to 3 now. I think I've managed to pick up 1 to 3. Alpha Wolf Girl and Omega Wolf Boy, Volume 1. And oh dear. Another brand new steamship title. I might do a bit of a steamship binge. They never take that long to go through, so it was always nice to like knock through them, especially have a nice steamy evening and just read steamship. Imitation Volume 3? I wonder how long this is. I don't remember how many volumes it was when I looked it up. I was quite pleased with myself in a really like shallow kind of way that I did enjoy it, even though I'm not a massive fan of the art style. I just find it a little bit too pointy for me personally. But I do quite enjoy. Once again, it's idols. I don't really get it, but I like it. Bloody Sweet Volume 3. We've swapped from yellow to red. Is it complete at 3 or is it another one? There might be another volume. No, it does say in the back there'll be another one, but I don't think it's very long, to be honest. Vampires and stuff. Keeping up with all of my manhwa releases so much. I've loved so much manhwa. It's great. I love it. I've really enjoyed it. I'm so excited to read a whole bunch more. Really excited. Final volume in this box is Quality Assurance in Another World, Volume 8. Oh, that's a nice purple. That's quite a thin volume, actually. It's barely actually fit the 8 on the spine. It's not even like the 8's gone off the side. It's just so narrow it doesn't fit an 8, which is a shame. Still trying to convince my workplace to like make this a mandatory read or something like that. I have to actually give a presentation at work. We have to do like 1 a year on a technical topic in some variety, and I've just not been able to decide what to do it on. Maybe I should do it on this and talk about how it utilizes good quality assurance in manga. Excellent. We are on to our last box. I have made a right mess. You can see like bits of packaging just all over the floor, and manga as well. You can also see my slippers because I'm sat not at a desk like I should be. I'm just sat on the floor with you, opening my manga like an absolute gremlin. Let's see what this gremlin bought today. More manga. So this box might be the oldest box, which means I'm even less likely to remember what's in it. I can't cut box. You'd think after all this time I'd be able to open a box. I cannot open a box. Oh my gosh, I can't cut a box. What did I do to that? What is that? If I was able to like earn points, that would be like negative points for box opening. I do quite like when they do this way more than the bubble wrap because Yuna can't eat it. Mika went a bit feral for it. She'd like tried to nest in it in some variety, but they weren't eating it, which is most important. So I'm going to throw it over to Yuna and see if she plays with it. You know, I think I told you a fib. I don't think this was the oldest one. This might be the middle one, the second one I did out of the 3, not including the used one. Like, no, I don't. My memory just it's not. It's oh, I have words. What is happening? Let's just open the manga. Let's get to the manga. Ooh, I can see a bunch of volumes down the side. Get away from the bubble wrap, Yuna. I swear. Okay, let's do this first because we got a full set. We have 1 to 4 of the Caketinz saga, and I believe it is complete at that. I think it is just the 4. So it's 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. Wait, they're both volume 4s. Wait, what? Wait, what? Volume? Wait, what? I don't understand. 1 and 2, and then 4 part 1 and 4 part 2. Okay, right, I'm gonna have to go do some Googling because I've confused myself. Okay, well there are 4 volumes. I thought it was complete of 4 volumes. I've gotten very confused. What is happening? What is that? And we have 07 Ghost Volume 17, which is the final volume in this series. As you can see in nice big lettering on the back. Thank you for that, Viz. I'm now missing 1 volume until this is complete. I've managed to pick up the whole series either through Yuna. Either through Traveling Man or secondhand. I was really excited to see this one, being one of the 2 volumes that I needed. I just need to track down the other. Can't remember what it is off the top of my head though. Apparently this is a Josei series. I want to end this Love Game Volume 3. I nearly said Volume 1. It's not, it's Volume 3. I have read Volume 1 though. It is like a more light-hearted Kaguya-sama Love is War, where they both love each other but they don't want to say it because they're embarrassed. Something like that. It is okay. It is a pleasant rom-com. That's what it is. Anytime the camera moves, it's the cat. I think she's all excited. I'm trying to get into the box next to this one. See if I can tempt her in. Come on, Yuna. Come on. Get in the box. Look at this box. Look at this box. Look, there's bubble wrap in the box, Yuna. She's thinking about it. We'll continue on. Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, Volume 3. I did talk about Volume 1, saying that I feel like the hype unfortunately killed the series a little bit for me. Well, Volume 1 at least. But I wanted to give it more of a chance. Yuna, stop walking on the camera stand. Literally, you could walk anywhere else in this room. Why do you walk on the small square repeatedly? As I think I said, I don't remember, it's been 2 days since I started this unboxing. It is Seinen September and I'm going to try and do some Seinen reading at some point. I'm not sure if I'm going to read this month though. I don't know. I do feel like I need to give it a fair chance, and I think that I've cooled down a little bit from all the hype now that I've like had a little vent about the hype not being as great for me. I feel like I could potentially go back into it with another chance potentially. Yotsuba, Volume 9. This was the only one I needed to have a clear run. I've been missing it for a while now and I keep meaning to pick it up and I honestly just keep forgetting. So I was like trying to pick up a few series and fill in some gaps. Hence why I've just grabbed this. It wasn't like in a daily deals. It was still like 3 for 2 prices. I wouldn't have picked it up otherwise. But it was just like a filling a gap, because this is such a lovely series. I think this was used or in the daily deals, Sword Art Online Progressive Scherzo of Deep Night Volume 1. Another Sword Art Online spin-off. This one is Progressive, which is like a retelling of the Aincrad arc. I've only read I've only read the original Progressive arc 1 to 7 volumes because I haven't had Volume 1 of the next one, which is this one I believe. But now I can at least go into it. There is also a light novel of Sword Art Online Progressive. I don't know if it covers all of these spin-offs as well. Ben's just been reading the main series for now. He's not gone into any of the spin-offs, so I don't know yet. J.K. Haru is a sex worker in Another World Volume 7, and this is, my understanding, the final volume in this series. It is the final volume in this series. I am 2 volumes behind on this because I knew that it was coming to a close. I read it somewhere at one point it was 5 volumes complete, so I didn't read Volume 5. And then 6 came out and I was like, okay, now I'll read it. And then I checked and it was like, nope, 7 coming out. Fine. So I'm going to read the end of the series altogether. These are seinen as well, so I might do these. I think this is an excellent read. It definitely is an isekai with a different protagonist, where it isn't all sunshine and daisies and OP powers. It has a darker side with some light still, I guess. It is explicit. She works, as you might be able to guess from the title, a sex worker in another world. Not overly by choice, but I'm weirdly excited and a little sad to see this end. I'm also glad it's kind of a shorter series. Yuna has just completely left me. She's not even just in the room, she just left the room. This bubble wrap was apparently subpar. We're gonna do this because my knees failed me to be able to get into this last parcel. So we have Love of Kill 13. This was in the daily deals and I think it is the last volume in this series. Again, picking it up on sale section, secondhand predominantly. So I have a few gaps. They're a bit random, to be honest, but I'm not really that close to be able to read this just yet. Obviously, I saw a cat series and had to pick it up. Cat Companions Maru and Hachi, Volume 1. Didn't look at what it was about, just that it was cats. And it's 7C, so it'll be a bit more prosy, of course, but it's worth it when it's cats. It's my weakness, it's apparently cats. Cats and smut are my weakness. Not combined, though, that's weird. Oh, Yuna's returned. Does she want the box now? She does not want the box. What a fussy cat! Once again, in the daily deals, Tokyo Revenges, A Letter from Kaisuke Beiji, Volume 1. I haven't started reading the main series. I know, it is dreadful. You've already picked up a spin-off, daily deals, and I don't mind too much. I do like that it's still, like, decently chunky. Oh no, it's bent. It's folded over. Oh, that's a shame, especially for the first page. Damn. I was like, oh, is it printed weirdly? No, it's just folded. Oh, it's a shame. Blue Lock 14. I did not realize that I had 2. Was I really slow in picking up 13? I've ended up with 2 at once. I have 14 as well, 13 and 14. How exciting. That was a really nice bright green though. I do love the neon colors. I got really sad for a while when we had like really dull like blacks and browns or something. I was like, no, bring me the bright back. Ogami-kun Can't Keep It In Volume 6 has been one of my highlight reads so far of 2024. And it is complete at 7 volumes, and volume 7, the final one, comes out in January. So it is currently mid-September, so I have a little bit of a wait to get there. I might still read it instead of saving it, because I do really enjoy it, and I binged a bunch of volumes just last month. So I'm already still in the zone for the series, but damn. A little bit of a wait after lots of volumes really quickly, which is a shame. Accidentally revealed a Faku, so we've pulled that parcel out. Past the Monster Meet Milady Volume 5. I had 5 in this one. I thought I already had it for some reason. No, 5 was in this one. So I do now have 1 to 5. I have 3, 4, and 5 to read. The cover of this one is almost safe for work, but I'm not going to risk it because it is a Faku. We have Monster Girl Romantic Circus. It is incredibly thin. I feel like Fakus are getting thinner and thinner nowadays. But no less, it's still very expensive. A circus troupe of sultry monsters has come. A circus troupe of sultry monsters has. That's all I can say out loud. We're gonna stop there. I got reincarnated in a BL world of Big Man Boobs Volume 2. Volume 1 was an, in my opinion, excellent parody, taking the piss in a nice way of BL series while also being an isekai technically. So I also give it bonus points for that. I think it is really wholesome in how it does it. I am fairly newish still to the whole world of BL, having only really, I want to say, starting to get into it as of like last year, 2023. But I don't think it comes across in like mocking in a bad way. It comes across more of a parody, and I think it's excellent. I absolutely am really enjoying it. I can't wait to read this. I might save this for December though, because Seinen September is this month. Then we have Witchtober/Spooktober next month. Then we have Nakama November, and then we have D-Gen December. And I really feel like saving this for D-Gen December would be really good, a good thing, I think. Final volume in the box and the hull is X. X Volume 3. It came into stock and I nabbed it. The only one I am missing of this is Volume 1, which I think a lot of people are on the hunt for. It needs a reprint. It'll pop up at some point, I'm sure. Is this a reprint? Though I'm still not like, it says first printing, but do they always do they have to add a new date? I have no idea. I should read into it. I'm quite interested about printing, to be honest, with all the manga stuff. Yes, a part of my big clamp pickup of the last couple of months, I started to pick this one up, and I do now only need Volume 1, and then I will be complete. I hope you enjoyed that unboxing. There was definitely more than I realized. Silly me. If you're interested in any of the Scifier stuff that I picked up, you can use code Caketinz to get 5% off your order. Remember to like and subscribe and check out my channel memberships for early access, and join the Dudette Discord server. Link can be found down below. Otherwise, I hope you have the most wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!